哇，有間屋住喎，有瓦遮頭喎，嗰陣時覺得。
We were satisfied even though the unit was just 120 square feet because we didn't have to live on the streets anymore.
Even now, I consider this is a great place to live.
The fire was fierce. My sisters and I ran out of our place. I will never forget this tragedy.
A devastating blaze had razed the nearby shantytown they had been living in 1953, leaving them and thousands of others homeless. Tsui Lin-foon, just 5 years old at the time, then moved into a tiny unit in Mei Ho House with 5 of her family members. Over time, they welcomed 3 new family members.
9 of us lived in this flat. 4 sisters slept in the cockloft, and the boys slept on the floor or the court.
It was crowded, but they were happy.
There was no spare cash to buy toys. We played with chickens. We let the chickens run free, but when the housing department officers came, we had to catch them and put them into their cage, or they would be confiscated. It was exciting and fun. We once won a television from a TV show Lucky Draw. We were so excited. Although we didn't have much space in our flat, we put it on the top of a cabinet and watched it while sitting on the floor or standing. But we were happy enough.
Living in such a cramped environment was testing, especially when up to 320 people shared just 6 toilets on any given floor. Despite the hardship, residents were not miserable.
We never compared our lives with those of the rich. We were content, and we had hope.
The neighbors were friendly, treating everyone like family.
My neighbor gave red packets to my siblings and I every Chinese New Year. They also gave us yummy carrot cakes.
Before moving into the block in the 1990s, Ms. Man's family had lived in a shabby rooftop unit, waiting 11 years before they were offered the improved accommodations.
It was already an old building when we moved in, but to us, it was bliss. For once, there was no water leaking into our place. I had my own bed and desk. I could hear birds singing outside my window in the morning. Isn't that paradise?
Former residents have been united since this Grade 2 historic building has been transformed into a luxurious youth hostel with a museum to showcase the block's history. Ms. Choi and Ms. Man are among 160 volunteers who will happily serve as tour guides and bring history to life.
I'm pleased to see Mei Ho House revitalized as a youth hostel. It will attract youth tourists. At the same time, the museum will preserve our memories. It can also let the young generation know more about our bygone days. Although the Mei Ho House has been around for 60 years, it can still serve the community. It has a new mission, a new life.